السلام عليكم. لا تنسوا الاعجاب بالفيديو والاشتراك في القناة تشجيعا لنا لنستمر بنشر المزيد ان شاء الله.
السلام عليكم خوتي العزاز ومرحبا بكم كيف العاده في قناتكم وقناتنا نايضه كره. في هذا الفيديو غادي تشوفوا ابرز اللقطات ديال اللاعب وبطل كاس العالم عثمان معما. قدم مباراه جيده، التنقيط كان عنده جيد 7. معما يعني دار كل شيء في المراوغات بالجمله، تنقصه اللمسه الاخيره وباقي يقدر يخدم عليها ان شاء الله، وغيولي من احسن اللاعبين اللي كاينين حاليا، لان المهارات تبارك الله المهارات ديالو ما كاينش اللي يقدر يقول عليها شي حاجه. هو خاصو ديك اللمسه ديال الاخيره اللي في مربع العمليه تيسجل ولا يعطي شي اسيست، وشاهدنا اهداف رائعه. هو مؤخرا بقى سجل، ولكن على العموم تيقدم مباريات في المستوى وتيعتمد عليه المدرب بشكل كبير. غنخليكم دابا تشوفوا ابرز اللقطات ديال عثمان معما ونتلاقاو في الاخر الفيديو. ما تنساوش لايك، بغينا الفيديو يوصل لاكبر عدد من الجمهور المغربي.
When you can, but there are times we just have to take the sting out of the game. Yeah, and also Watford being the away side.
There's a chance here for Watford. The goalkeeper's made an error. Kayambe's going to shoot, but he miskicks it. What a golden chance for Watford. Huge error from this right-hand side to Marma. Marma beats his man easily. Marma tries to head down that right-hand side, cuts back, goes back on again, then looks to cross in, looking to flick on. Abankwah is there. Abankwah volleys forwards. Marma goes backwards to Loser. Loser is challenged. There were quite a few Southampton players there, but still a chance. Here's Marma now in the penalty area. Marma heading on that right hand. Gakia. Here's Marma for Watford though. Chance for him to sprint down that right side. Early cross in is in anticipation. Didn't work out, but Marma has it now for Watford. Marma against Wellington. Marma is not quite going to beat him. Who gets the decision here? Marma does, as the ball was crossed in. There were a couple of ricochets in there. Hard to tell who it came off last, but Watford get the result. It was very, very useful. Gives it to Bree. Bree's going to cross in. Loser is there. Clearance isn't a great one. That's a great save from Selvik, though, because that was very nearly the opener, and it was Ross Stewart who had the chance. Loser at the moment. Here's Harwood Bellis. He's going to feed it out to that right-hand side, and Bree. Bree takes a touch and then crosses in low. Was given the caretaker role, did well, and then got the job full time. And Southampton almost through here, but Selvik cross comes in. Southampton are trying to just set, but Watford have got a good challenge. And then the Moroccan, Gakia has it, and then Marma takes it off of both him and the Southampton. Kayambe, 20 yards out, he gives it to Loser, just inside the penalty area, right-hand side. He'll curl one. So good aerially from set pieces. Where this one going? It's going far post and it's headed back across the 6-yard area, and it's hit the side netting, I think, from Watford, and that again possibly could have been half a chance. Have to see that back on the monitor again to see whether it was a chance.
I think it is half a chance because they win the header at the back post, make first contact.
Chatford gives it and gets it back again from Bowler. Chatford crossing in far post, the halfway line from Watford. Marma's going to pick up the next one and flicks it round the defender, then plays it out to Chatford. Lots and lots of space. We carry on. Southampton won't be happy about this. Chatford has it to Marma. Chance for Marma, left-footed, straight at the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper saves that one pretty comfortably in the end. And here come the boos from the Southampton fans, who think that Watford should have put it out of play, but they didn't have to. And now Flynn Downs will get treated.
Yeah, I mean,
because Marma with a chance to break away. Marma heading now more centrally in the penalty area, has run into a couple of Southampton. Picks up from Loser, gives it back to Ngakia. Ngakia's going to cross in left-footed. It's going to drop down. Marma on the volley was always going to fly over the bar and into the Southampton supporters. It goes for a goal kick to Southampton, so not diagonally opposite the Watford fans from where they would normally be. Kayambe, loads of space now because of that playing out. Chatford picks up into the penalty area. Chatford will shoot, and he's gone wide of that near post, and it's going to be a goal kick. And Chatford today, 4.5 minutes to go until half-time. Here's Marma. Marma playing in Ngakia, good ball as well. Ngakia in April 2024, and they lost 3-2. Long ball over the top. They've gone long. That was handball. Is it though? Close to the touchline. Just using his studs, and he's into the penalty games between half 2 and 3. Watford picking up in midfield with Marma. Again, quick feet from the area, all left-footed. Goes backwards to Chatford. That looks a good cross. Headed away by Southampton. Right corner. And Watford are playing it down that right side with Marma. No changes towards that 6-yard box. It's not a great delivery from Ngakia. Loser strikes one, blocked. He'll strike another one, but again, doesn't quite catch it as he would like. Comfortable enough for Daniel Peretz, the Southampton goalkeeper. And the Saints are playing out from defence.
He's going to think that the players on the pitch can do it for him.
Marma's trying to be hard. Dumbia takes a touch, then feeds it to Loser. This is on for either team at the moment.
On to things.
Loser, corner kick for Watford. High one, dropped down. Marma looked to take it on the volley. It will get struck just wide of the post. And then it's got a deflection. And it was Bowler who had the effort. Was that goal bound before that got deflected? Looked close. Let's see it back on the monitor. Looked like Marma was going to have it. Then it fell down. And go back to Marma. Marma heading towards the penalty area, twisting and turning, then clipping his cross in the neck and go on and win it if there is to be a winner. Kembe to Marma. The Watford supporters, that is, opposite us. Southampton corner, swung in now. Free header, Larin scores, making his debut. What a start, because he's only been on the pitch 3 minutes. And Larin gives Southampton the lead from the set piece. The marking wasn't good enough, it wasn't tight enough, and Larin just made sure he got his forehead to the ball, and it smashed into the roof of the net, and it's Southampton 1, Watford 0.
Yeah, you've got to say it's a good ball in and it's a good finish, but the mark.
Kembe turning around, giving it to Marma. Marma taking on his man, Wellington. That's been a good battle, that one. They're in 5th, so Wrexham in 6th against Millwall in 5th. Marma and Loser
Up, yeah, and we've talked about know-how, and that's a 17-year-old.
Good play. He did get the ball though. Here's Mark. Just 13 minutes to go now. Southampton still have it into the penalty area. They'll cross in. Charlie Daniels after the game. BBC Sounds. Search Watford FC. Here's Marma looking to cross in. And
Get Marma on the ball like they have now.
here is Marma persisting with this same tick. So Southampton looking to break away. They won't. Loser then wins the next ball. In comes his cross. He's playing on the right-hand side of the 3-man defence. Goglachidze is the
كما شفنا الخوت عثمان معما قدم مباراة جيدة، تنقيط 7 يعني تنقيط جيد، خرج المدرب في الاخر ديال المباراة. المهم انه عثمان معما لاعب كبير، لاعب مهاري، يعني مراوغات دائما بالجملة، ولكن باقي عنده واحد العيب اللي خاصو يصلحو ان شاء الله من القدام، خاصو يخدم عليه، اللي هو التمريرة الاخيرة، اللمسة الاخيرة، سواء تمريرة حاسمة او يسجل هدف. وهذا الشيء هذا شفنا بزاف د لعابة كبار دازوا من هذه المرحلة هذه وخدموا على راسهم وطوروا من نفسهم ولاو تيسجلوا اهداف، ومنهم اللاعب ديال ريال مدريد فينيسيوس. الا كنتو تعقلوا في الاول ديالو، المواسم الاولى ديالو، راه كان تيدير كل شيء، يراوغ بالجمله، يدخل حتى لمربع العمليات، ولكن باش يعطيك تمريره ولا يسجل هدف ما كانش يديرها. ومن بعد طور نفسه ولا تيسجل اهداف رائعه وتعطي تمريرات حاسمه ولا تيدير كل شيء. وهذا الشيء اللي بغينا عثمان معما يوصل ليه ان شاء الله، يخدم على راسو، يطور من نفسه وما يكتفيش غير بالتمارين اللي تيديروا في الملعب، خاصو يكون احترافي ويتمرن بوحده على هاد القضيه اللي تنقصه، بحال الشكل ديال سفيان بوفال، حتى هو كان تيدير كل شيء ولكن ما تيسجلش، ما تيعطيكش شي تمريره حاسمه، يعني مره عاد تيسجل. وعثمان معما لاعب كبير، تنتمناو ليه التوفيق ان شاء الله، وتنتمناو يخدم على راسو باش ينفع الفريق ديالو، ينفع المنتخب المغربي ان شاء الله ملي غيجي يلعب معاه. خوتي العزاز، السلام عليكم.